Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Pest Patrol up in here for our inaugural episode. This is number 1. We're going to be talking about bugs. I'm joined by my friend Mike here. He's chilling. And we're going to be talking about all your favorite bugs on this show. So, first off, we got an exciting bug for you today. And to reveal what the bug is going to be, the bug of the week, we have our friend, the frog, to reveal the bug. All right, are you ready for this, Mike?
Of course, I can't wait.
All right, so we see our friend the frog. He's chilling. Oh,
it's alive.
It's alive, and it is a water beetle. We have a water beetle, a bug that can be swallowed by a frog whole, and then survive and get out
without any harm done whatsoever.
Yeah, no harm done. Yeah,
another day in life.
Yeah, just another day. You know, it's the water beetle. It's like going to Vegas for the weekend. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm going into that frog's stomach. What happens in the frog's stomach stays in the frog's stomach. Like they probably hang out, and it's like, hey, what are you doing Friday night? You wanna go get swallowed by a frog? You probably, I mean, if you're a bug, I mean, there's a lot of danger, especially in the water. There's a lot of things that could eat you.
That's right. It's a chill spot to chill. You know?
Yeah, you know, it's probably
there, no predators. You're just chilling there. Like,
it's the safe zone. It's the safe zone. You know. You're just chilling.
Oh man, yuck, that poor thing.
But yeah, so water beetles, there's 2,000 of them, and not like species of them. They're a big family, you know. So massive family, and
gross,
disgusting. Absolutely, we're gonna show you some pictures soon, but just to get a sense, we're gonna show you another frog clip. And just to get a feel of what these animals are like, you know, this is a water beetle. Like, now it's fighting the frog. So it's not enough that it's like, I'm gonna go pass through your digestive system and just flex on you out, like come out and just, you know, I'm not gonna give you any nutrients. It's just, these things hunt frogs.
Oh. That's like a good chunk of the frog, too. That's like at least 60% of that frog's body mass is that beetle right there. It ain't winning nothing.
Yeah, it's pulling it around, man.
Yeah. That one frog's chilling on the lily pad, too.
Yeah.
Getting mucked. Oh, no, eh? Oh,
yeah, it's like the lily pods, like those movies with the people that get messed up, like in World War II, they get shot down in the Pacific Ocean. Then they're on a little raft, and then the sharks are coming by. It's like those, they're just chilling on this lily pad, and then the bugs are circling them. They're circling them. These things, man.
Oh, that'd be so spooky, honestly, bro. The giant beetles are disgusting. Water beetles, just gross.
Yeah,
just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, they're just the nasty creatures. I mean, even a regular beetle is disgusting.
Yeah.
And then you take a beetle that lives in like swamp water, and it's just disgusting.
Oh, this adds to it. Just absolutely adds to the fear factor of a beetle.
Yeah.
The fact that they can fly, the fact that they can move, change pond to pond, just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. Now you've had a run-in with a water beetle. Tell us about that experience.
That was one of the spookiest experiences I've had in the water. I won't even lie. I was chilling with one of my buddies. We're just swimming away, having fun, and I got bit. I got bit real bad, but no idea, just absolutely bit, and I screamed. And my buddy was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "I have no idea, but I'm in pain. I'm in absolute pain." And this giant thing in the water. It must have been at least 2 inches big. Giant thing in the water, just fucking swimming away. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's how it's gonna be." So we chased it for a bit. Didn't want to touch it again because that thing hurt.
Yeah.
That thing hurt real bad. We took it out of the water. We examined it. We put it back in the water after. But, you know, man, I ain't going near water beetle. I don't want to see them. I just want to know that they're there, you know? Like, I don't.
Yeah,
The space. It's COVID. 6 feet apart.
yeah. Keep them 6 feet away, dude. Some of these like pictures that we're gonna show is just disgusting, and they're all unique in how disgusting they are.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. All of them have different personality traits
yeah.
that stick out.
All right, let's. Well, the first one I want to talk about is the Great Diving Beetle, because I feel like
Oh,
this is the marquee. This is the
that's it.
water beetle's water beetle. This guy right here. let's pull up
Absolutely disgusting.
let's pull up a picture. So this is the one, right? So first of all,
Yeah.
they got their larva. How does the one on the right turn into the one on the left?
That's like an expansion of it. Too.
Yeah,
It's so weird, right? Just has to start mucking on some food like it's nothing.
yeah.
And
How
speaking of
does
that, they're both carnivorous. Both of them are carnivorous. So even the larvae starts to eat anything really. They do dead fish, other bugs, anything.
yeah
They just muck them up.
yeah like how about those? I mean those little talons or whatever. How about
Yeah, they just muck. Like
yeah.
they don't do anything. They just honestly, from what I've read online, they can actually eat their own species too. It's a hunt fest. So when the eggs hatch, the weak ones get eaten by the better ones.
Yeah,
The strong ones survive, and the weak ones don't.
it's a warrior culture.
That's it.
These boys are Vikings. But I'm wondering, okay, so you have the one on the right, which is the larva, and then you have the one on
Yeah.
the left, which is the adult. Is the shell
Yep.
like if you open it up, would you
Yeah.
find a skeleton almost of just a thin skeleton, and the
Well,
rest is just an exo, or does it actually get fatter? You know?
well, honestly, when you open up the shell of the one on the left, the adult beetle, it has wings. So they're actually known to fly and go into ponds, rivers, pools, like in your backyard. They
Yeah.
show up in your pool. And that's, ugh,
Man,
ugh,
oh yeah, dude. Because I mean, yeah,
ugh.
because the thing, what animals can like? There are a few animals that can just achieve the like trifecta, right? You can like land,
Yep,
no problem. Oh, like the
yep,
sky? Oh yeah, that's like
yep,
my backyard. And then the going way down to the bottom of the water and just
yep.
mucking fish. You know, it's
Oh, it's actually disgusting. It's
yeah,
like, it's one of those bugs that cannot be stopped. It's just an absolute tank.
yeah. No,
Absolute tank. They're predators.
yeah, they're nuts, and they're huge. They're like the
Yeah,
larva is I think like almost 2.5 inches long,
yep,
which is a big little worm, and then the adults
absolutely massive.
are 1.4 inches long. Like, that's a big bug.
Oof. That is not something you want to see swimming by your feet, you know? Like,
Yeah, no,
nowhere close to me. I don't want that thing
yeah,
anywhere close.
yeah, and it's got these like suction cup hands.
Yep.
They just grab onto stuff.
And they don't let go. Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw it in the video. We
with the
saw them
frog. Yeah, they
grabbing onto that frog. Yeah.
it just doesn't let go.
Nasty. It's absolutely nasty.
Nasty, like it's like how does I mean the how wild of a place is the water that
Yep.
this is what's evolving.
Right?
You know?
And the scariest part is too that they trap water underneath their wings and their back leg. I mean, not water, sorry. O2, oxygen, so they can
Yeah,
stay underwater for long periods of time. So it's like they don't even need to come up that often. When they do come up, it's just a quick suck, and they right back down and they're chilling.
yeah, yeah.
It's, ugh.
And if you could fly, I mean, like if you could fly, would you spend time in underwater? No.
No,
But then,
no way.
but then these guys are just the water, the swamp. That place is sick.
That's where they want to chill for the rest of their life.
Yeah, it's
They got
just
food, they got everything. That's what they need.
yeah,
Oh, so
and these
gross.
guys are laying their eggs, and their
Yep,
eggs are growing, or they're like the eggs from start to finish, like to from like creation of egg to larva. It's like 17 days. These things,
that's it.
yeah, that's it. So this is a factory, man. You
Yuck.
best believe there's a lot of them
Yeah,
out there.
yuck. From what I've seen online, it said only 2 species in Canada can't fly. All the
Only
rest of them are just flyers.
yeah.
Only two of them. They're just,
Imagine being the ones in the family that can't fly, and you're just like the deadbeat cousin, and
yeah,
you like
the
family
odd man out.
reunions. We're like, yeah, family reunion on like the top of this tree, and then and got out of the water. You're climbing up this tree. You're going
Yeah.
slowly. You get to the
Oh,
top, and everyone's packing in the picnic baskets, and they say, "Oh, where were you,
oh.
man?"
Yeah, it happened like 2 hours ago. We just
Yeah,
showed up.
and just this is.
Oh,
I wonder if there's like a rights movement, you know, within
yeah.
the water beetle for those who
Then
can't
we
fly.
gotta get all the family events on the ground, if not in the water.
Yeah, or like these are the real like you get down into the water and they're like, "Oh, you flyers, there's no place for you here." You know, there's
It's absolutely racism among the beetle
yeah.
community.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're eating each other, you know,
Yeah.
there has to be
I mean,
some
they
tension.
can't really care that much,
Yeah,
right?
there has to be some tension, you know.
Of
And
course.
the funny thing about the great diving beetle, so it's flying, right? And it likes to fly at nighttime because for some reason they use moonlight to detect where the water is, right? So
That's sick. Okay.
they're using moonlight, but what I don't understand is if you can see the moonlight reflecting off water, can't you just see water
Yeah.
in the day? And they're so stupid, right? So they'll see the moonlight glimmering off a surface, and they'll think, sick. This is a nice river. I'm gonna come down, eat some frogs, have a good time, maybe get eaten by a
Yeah.
frog. You know, every like just another weekend, right? You get down,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you hit the surface of the water, and you just get stopped, right? And then you realize, no, this is asphalt. And a big truck
Just the brightest.
comes through, and just you dead, you know.
Like in my opinion, we probably have too many of them. And I'm
Yeah,
not the
so
biggest beetle
but
fan,
that's the problem.
so
That's the problem with the moonlight thing. Because if you ever driven on a wet road at night, like in the moonlight, especially or a street
yeah,
light or something, that it's shiny, and these bugs they just
yeah.
love that. They see shiny and they're like,
And
woo,
that's
some
them. That's them.
nice
That's
little swamp water.
I also read that their average lifespan is 2 to 3 years, and it's just absolutely disgusting. Some of them hibernate, some of them hide away, and then they come back the next year. Yeah, it's
2 to
absolutely
3 years. Because
yeah.
what I mean,
They get
how
massive.
a fly is living 20 days, and that's a good
Yeah,
life,
that's
you
it,
know.
max.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
so these guys are just the old like a fly comes through his lands, and the water beetle's sitting there just looking like he's seen some shit.
He saw his brother get eaten last week by another water beetle.
Yeah, it's just, yeah,
Like,
dude.
I've been through
These bugs, man. Yeah,
this. Absolutely gross.
2 to 3 years. That is, and if they're whenever they lay eggs, if they're coming out in 17 days, you know,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna live
they
2 years.
yeah,
That's
they
nuts.
absolutely produce.
Yeah,
And just it's gross just to think about that. Just and the larva, the picture of the larva,
yeah,
just imagine that swimming around. Just
yeah.
bro,
Ooh, like getting in your
oh my
ear, you
goodness.
know, just
Oh, no. Like
like
I don't even want to touch the face. Like honestly, like I see the
yeah,
pencils, but the eyes, like I don't see no eyes.
yeah, man. These things are
Gross.
just disgusting. And then
Oh,
they're crazy. I mean, they're eating fish, they're eating
yeah.
frogs. You know, they're
Yeah, salamanders, small fish, you name it, anything
salamanders.
that moves. Yeah, they eat salamanders, bro. Small fish, anything that they can get their pincers around, they're gonna muck. Dead fish, anything, decaying animals.
Man,
They're just a gross, it's absolutely a
dude,
gross.
because you know we always think of frogs as the sharks of the bug world. You know, like these are the top
Exactly,
predators, right?
exactly.
And I wonder if there's like frogs coming home and there's just shame, you know, like a frog father is just ashamed that his son was killed by a bug, like a water beetle, and it's just like, we don't talk. My son is dead to me, like, and he's more than dead to me. Like, we don't talk about him no more.
Yeah, he lost a limb. Like in the video, the frog actually just lost a limb there. Couldn't go home anymore.
Yeah,
How'd you lose that limb? The water beetle got me. You ain't coming in the house no more.
dude, it was. I swear it was a weed whacker. I swear, Dad.
Please don't disown me.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna lose to a beetle.
that is. Let's just come back to. Like, look at this. You lose your leg?
That just gripped on it. Oh man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
trying. That's frogs jump high, so they got some force.
Yeah,
in those legs.
yeah. It's not like the frog leg is no joke, man. Like this.
Yeah.
You,
That beetle's on him. I feel bad for the frog, but
it's
I feel
like
somehow it's my fault.
yeah, it's doing, and we're about to see, and his friend's just chilling there.
But it's like, good luck, man.
And he pushes away the lily pad. He's like hitting at it to try to get his friend to help him, and he has no idea that. I mean, those frogs could be married for all we know, and the frog's just chilling there.
But he's like, no, we don't want to help you, man. You put yourself in this situation, get yourself out of that situation.
Yeah, man, it is just. The bugs are just crazy, man.
Ugh,
Crazy,
and,
but that
ugh.
that's the great diving beetle. And that thing,
Ugh.
I mean, is like a submarine. It's capturing air underneath its wings. Like I'm pretty sure like a lot of these bugs have like gills on their ass or like wherever, so that they have a little bubble. We'll show a picture in a minute.
Yeah.
Like, and it just. These things, they're like submarines.
Yeah.
You know, they got
honestly, they go down, and when they need air, they just suck at their ass, you know? And that's it.
Yeah.
They got a nice little air bubble by their ass. And then I've also read that they have the gills, and they also have hairs, and the hairs are so small that also traps air bubbles around it, so then they can feed it with their feet to their mouth when they need to breathe.
Like here's a picture on the right of the whirligig. And that air bubble, it has basically a pocket of air around it, and it's bubbling like on the back, and it has a gill back there. So it's just huffing its farts basically.
See, these beetles, to me, they're not as bad as the diamond beetles. Like,
those ones are not as bad.
3/4 inches. They're not too bad, you know.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah,
actually,
let's get into the whirligig, like while we're on the top.
The whirligig, they're found in aquatic habitats. You know, you can find them in ponds, lakes, streams, anywhere that's like not a too fast of water base, but somewhat in water. You know, not too deep. They don't go too deep in the water, but they're pretty shallow.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting either way.
Yeah. Though I mean these ones are a lot cuter than, because I think because they're solid. Like there's not a lot of little detail going on. They're just they have a solid back. Like there's not a lot of weird like things going off of them, and they act like little like stupid pets. You know, they just, like the way they they swim. You know.
Yeah.
Like
they're also carnivorous. Those things, those small ones, same with the larvae. They are aquatic insects or do invertebrates. Same with the adults. They actually find dead bugs or bugs that fall into the water. They ain't supposed to be in the water. Knock them away. No more of those bugs.
So a little like when you have like a wasp in your pool and or a fly, it's kicking the air. Like those guys just come in.
They just go for it. Yeah, just go for it real quick.
That's crazy.
It's just not a pretty sight.
Yeah. And these guys, I mean, they like to stay on the surface of the water, right? So most of the time, and they got their name Whirligig because anytime they freak out, they're like NPCs in Cyberpunk. They just spin around in circles. the AI has not been programmed well.
These are also a bug that can hibernate. They hibernate and they hunt in packs. So when you find one, usually you can find more than just one within the area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to me disgusting. Just one beetle's enough.
Yeah. So how are they hibernating? Like where do they get their acorns going into the tree or?
So honestly, that's what I was expecting, right? They go somewhere within a tree, but no, they dig holes in the mud and they find debris within the water or on the side of the water, so they need to stay moist, but not
Hmm.
too moist. And then within the springtime, that's when they emerge. They emerge and go back to Eden.
So these things. So they're is it under the water and then under the mud, and they're burrowing or like in the
So yeah, so they still
on the
need air. They're
bank?
not they're not
Okay,
fully
yeah,
aquatic. Yeah, so they're not fully aquatic, but they can't be dry, if that makes sense.
yeah.
They,
Uh-huh.
they, they need to be moist.
Okay.
So they're close to the water, if not within range of the water.
Yeah.
So they can still get the moisture from the lake, river, wherever they're
Yeah.
chilling.
So
But yeah, so they,
imagine
they
like
hide under there.
imagine because you go in packs, so you got your
Yeah.
boys and you're like, okay, see you in spring, and you go under, and then you wake up and you go out and there's like a few of you and you're looking around and you're like, where's Bill? And then you're digging for Bill and you find just the dry, it's like desert dirt all around.
Yeah, you blow and he just turns into dust.
Yeah.
Thanos it, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you Thanos and you Bill. You know, it is probably, man, like if you made just like it's like, in apocalypse movies where it's just, you realize life is serious, man. Like you could just
Yeah.
die. You could just follow bugs around, and they're living it, man. They're living it. It's tough
But
out there.
yeah, honestly, they don't have a good life. I won't lie. I mean, like personally, I would rather be the diving beetle because I feel like they're more aggressive, they're more dominant
Yeah,
within their
yeah.
ecosystem.
Because
But you know,
imagine if every time something bad happened, your brain was just programmed to go around in circles,
start
to
spinning.
start spinning, like you, like I don't know,
Oh no,
like
a frog's coming after me. Spin.
like you're sitting in school in fifth grade and you're taking a test, and then you're vibing with the test, you're getting all the answers right. Then all of a sudden, there's just one question that you just don't know the answer to. You get up, just start spinning, doing laps. Like that's what your
Or running around the
brain,
classroom.
and your brain just can't stop. I mean, that's the whirly gig.
Oh, that's a tough life. I won't lie. They can't be the brightest of the bunch,
Yeah, yeah, and
but
yeah, and when they hunt, they're like wolf packs, right? So you got your whole
yeah,
all your boys around you,
yeah.
and then whoever's hungriest goes out on the outside where it's more dangerous but more likely to get prey. And then if you're full, you're like, nah, 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 I'll stay in the middle,
Yeah, that's it. I don't want to get eaten today.
Yeah, it's just
And they don't have big pincers or anything. It's
mhm.
more just like small bites out of
Yeah,
these
let's
animals or insects.
yeah, let's see. Yeah, like yeah, there's not much going on in terms of pinchers and
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
they're known because of their clubbed antennae, as you can see on the right hand picture there. That little small thing that's sticking up.
hmm
It's very easy to spot and distinguish by that. And they're also known for their two compound eyes. So very small eyes located on the body.
And those eyes, I mean, they can see above water and below water. So
Yep.
they got like one eye going up, one eye going down.
Yeah, that's it.
So you could see. I mean, that's pretty sick. If you could see both, and then you just know, okay, so there's a bird coming. I'm gonna go down. But then what if you could see a bird and then a huge fish in both eyes, and you
What do
just
you
gotta
take there,
choose.
Abby?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
what do you
path?
take?
I think I'm going. That's tough.
I feel like the bird would like squish you faster. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know because like they'll beat, but like and then again, like if you're a fish, maybe you could just crawl out its butt again. You know what I mean?
I
Just be
th-
like,
I
just
think
pop
you
out its
have
head.
I think you have more of a chance against the fish, you know?
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna have to agree with you. I think the
yeah,
fish would be.
because once a bird sees you, if you're
Oh, it's
not
over.
diving, it's over. You know?
Yeah, it's it.
It's done. Because those birds,
Mm.
it's crazy. You ever see birds just They're flying. How do they see? You know, they got like,
That's what I
you
always
know,
wondered, right? It
they
must be like some radar or something, you
yeah,
know? Some
especially a bug.
echolocation.
Especially a bug. You know, I
Yeah.
get it with the big fish that like
Yeah.
the big boys like the hawks and stuff go in and get.
Yeah.
But for if you're a bug, you know, how and
It's just
how crazy is it that they're animals? And this is something that's pretty like obvious, I think, if you think. But I'm just thinking how crazy it is, how like complex the hierarchy is, like the what it's called the pyramid
food here.
of the prey to predator, what
Oh yeah. Yeah.
the food chain, that's what
I
the
don't know what
food
it's
chain,
called.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Food chain. That's it.
The anybody that thought this was a serious like show about bugs where we know what we're talking about is just shaking their heads right now. But anyways, the
Yeah.
food chain, how crazy is it and complex is it that you could be like a bug and you could be eating frogs, but then also at the same time sometimes eaten by frogs and stuff. You know, it's
Right.
like it goes back. It's just
It's that
everybody's
never stops.
yeah. It's just crazy. You're always looking over your shoulder. There's no like how sick is it if you're the whirly gig? How nice is it to be like I'm just gonna hibernate like underground for a whole
Yeah.
season, and the only thing I have to worry about is the dirt being moist enough. Like
That's a
they
good life.
probably they probably dream of that. Like they say like it's like a guy going to the office and thinking about his holiday, like his vacation to like Aruba. He's just like
Yeah.
3 more months and then I finally go to Aruba, you know.
And
They're all
he's just
just
back. Your eyes are all tired.
yeah. Like
Can't wait.
the sleepless nights because you're afraid a bird or a fish is just gonna take you and your loved ones just with a flash, you know.
You know, 1 second you were in the water, next you're in a bird's mouth flying above.
Yeah, it's just how
That's
crazy and how big. I mean, can you remember stuff when you're a bug? Is your brain big enough?
that's yeah, that's what I don't know. Like, is it like a goldfish memory? Because they got like what, 2 to 5 seconds of memory, I think, and
Yeah,
that's about it.
is just
So
everything new?
every day's a new day.
Because that I feel like that otherwise, I mean, these bugs would have some serious PTSD. You know?
And especially the diving beetle. Imagine being the larva and looking to the left of you and just be like, "Oh, another larva's been fucking a larva real quick right there." And then you look to the right, your brother's dying by a frog. Like
Yeah.
that would be tough.
Yeah, you see some stuff. So I wonder if it's just originally bugs started out where they just remembered had the memories of elephants. They just remembered everything, and then they were just haunted. And then
Just
and the bugs that could survive were the bugs that could forget, and now just over the evolution, it's just the
that's why they don't last long. The
yeah
PTSD always
yeah they just
gets.
man these
They
bugs.
think we land on like lights and stuff or roads because we think it's for water. It's like, nah, they had enough, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that bug is landing and he's leading. He's like, "Come on, everybody! This is a river," you know. And in his mind, he's like the voiceover on the movie is, "I knew that this was a road." but but it did not matter. This was the end.
Just absolutely smashed right there.
Yeah,
It's
man.
PTSD got to him.
Or
Honestly,
imagine.
that's a good question. Like, I can't believe that they would have a good memory if they have a memory whatsoever. It might just be instincts, you know? Like,
Yeah,
gotta eat, gotta produce, and gotta sleep. That's
yeah.
it.
And if you took a water beetle and you put it in a little tank that was like had water, everything it liked, right, and had all its little, and you gave it frogs to eat, or like whatever to eat, right,
Yeah,
you and you took it to Arizona, and then you just
yeah.
released it in the desert,
Oh.
and in that bug's mind, it's on another planet.
Oh,
You
100%.
know?
Honestly, you could probably leave him in a little bowl for like 2 hours with just water in it and change him to another room and he's on another planet, you know? Just change
Yeah. Yeah, do you have
it work.
like I remember when I was a kid, like you catch bugs and stuff, and you'd put them in different like environments and stuff. You're just playing with bugs as a kid, but really, like if you think from the perspective of the bug, it's just been it's been
a wild ride.
It's been like abducted by aliens, and then just like experimented on, sent back, and then the bug gets back. And it's like this giant, man. It put me in water to see if I could drown, and then it was putting me in this little tank, and there was a dead caterpillar in it, man. It was so scary. Like, and I finally escaped. I got back, man. And they put him in the bug psychiatric ward. They think he went crazy. And then the rest of its life, it's like it's telling people. And then the one guy who was like, this bug is crazy. And then one day he just gets picked up by some kid, and he's thinking this bug was right the whole time. And he comes back and he's like, dude, this guy was right the whole time. And then there's like some followers, that believe in it, but they just get seen as the crackpots. They're nuts.
It's like the world's flat.
The world's flat people, and the whole time they're right. And it's
That's
just
a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah. And it's all because a little kid got bored one day and was playing with some bugs.
Yeah, the bug went home to his family. He's like, I got picked up by a giant, and my life's never gonna be the same. And the dad's like, you're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you're not talking straight, right?
Yeah, it's just we get you looked at. So yeah. Man, it's just
those are some messed up beetles.
Yeah. Got any more water beetles you've been looking into?
Of course. We got what's up next? We got the water scavenger beetle, and so these guys, within North America, we have 200 different species.
Yeah.
They can fly. Adults can fly, I should say. Sorry, larvae can't fly. Larvae and adults are both predators. Okay. So they can eat other larvae, other bugs, and all that, but they are known to go for algae and decaying matter, so like decaying plants and decaying fish, really. But they can go for that too. The length can range from 4 centimeters, and I think it was up to 2 inches was the biggest one that they've caught. So they're not small. They're not a small beetle. They're small. Crunch. You crunch on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you get that sound,
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Yeah, it's
just absolutely gross. And then another great fact about these guys is they trap water. They're one of the best at trapping water under themselves. So they do it with their back legs, and their back legs are really long, and they have huge hairs on the back of their legs, and then they trap the air from on top, and then they go right down to the bottom. And then from there, they can just chill underwater, have fun with it, do whatever they want, really.
Yeah.
But so the water scavenger beetle. It's just
what is it? Which picture is that? Is that the marsh beetle? The rifle beetle?
That is
it's the one that's crawling, right?
Yeah, I'll resend you the link. It's the black one. It's the black one that has a really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So these guys are found in Canada. Not too many of them, but they are found in Canada.
Yeah, and I wonder. Okay, so it has those legs, and it can trap. And I didn't have the picture loaded, so you can look up this one on your own. But it has these legs with the hairs to trap the water. Can we design a scuba suit based off this technology?
That would be sick. I didn't even think about that.
Could we and we may be onto something here. We may change the game. Like we might be having underwater cities pretty soon.
Just a fur suit. And
you get the furs, and then you just get in, and you got these little, like, the bubble that forms around, and you just.
Oh.
How crazy would that be? No, but does it? I guess it's really a matter of being so small, because the water to them it's not water like we move through water, and it's just like, you're moving through it, but it's almost like Jello, because they're so small. right?
Yeah.
So
Weightless, pretty much.
so I wonder how that affects, because when you have like minute little hairs, I guess like
Yeah.
when you have Jello, it just like blocks it out, you know. But I feel like it could be replicated in a human suit.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I believe it. Like, I don't know why we haven't done the technology for that yet.
Yeah,
That'd be
because it
cheaper.
seems obvious, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, it seems easy. Another really cool fact about these guys is
Yeah,
that the females actually lay their eggs in silk underwater.
in
So they
silk.
trap into a plant. Yeah, in silk. So the females will produce it out of the butts, of course, and they'll wrap the eggs around it. And the
Yeah,
eggs are known as about 5 millimeters long, really darkish yellow.
yeah,
And then they were attached to silk within, I think it's about, they say hundreds of eggs. So there's no direct how many eggs.
yeah.
But they trap them within the silk. So when the larvae hatch, they can go straight down and start mucking on the plant metal that the mom trapped them onto.
Silk. Like imagine you're a baby and you get like when you're born they give you a silk diaper. That's a rich baby right there. That's a and there's hundreds. There's
Yeah,
hundreds, and you're getting all of them. We're gonna wrap you all in silk, and I got all the other bugs are like these rich fucks.
just going to private school all their
Yes,
life.
yes, silver spoon in the mouth.
That's it. Not honestly. Again, I think if I were to be a beetle, out of the beetles that we've talked about, still would be the diving beetle at this point in time.
Yeah,
Just the diving beetle to me, just apex predator out of these right now.
yeah. I think
Absolute apex predator.
I think yeah. The other ones, I think there's too much risk. Like you don't have teeth, you know, to
Yeah,
fight
no,
back.
no risk, no reward. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so
The only thing you do is just scurry away. I don't know what I don't know what the move are called. I guess it's
yeah,
scurrying. Right?
yeah.
Just
It's
swimming away real quick.
yeah. It's the flight uh
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Just ugh. I just can't even think about that. That's just ugh. Oh
disgusting.
man. Okay. Another great beetle that
Yeah,
I did a little bit of research on is the crawling water beetle. Okay. So there's 70 different types of species within North America.
yeah,
They're divided up into 4 different genera. That's it. Gross looking. These things are
yeah,
small. They don't get very big. They're not like they come from sorry. They're about the crawling beetle. They're about 1.5 to 5 millimeters in length. So they're really quite a
yeah,
small thing. And just imagine just that just on you. I can't
yeah,
picture. I don't like bugs. I don't like crawly things. Just them coming up on top of you, just absolutely disgusting.
yeah,
They're another type of beetle that loves to trap air with their hind legs, because you can see in the photo there's some hairs on the back of
yeah.
those hind legs. So they'll trap the air within those, and they can dive back down.
It's crazy.
Their larvae only eats algae, while their adults eat worms, small crustaceans, and other types of animals that they can find that they so small, usually they're dead animals, and they also eat algae.
Man,
So they're
imagine.
they're wild ground,
Yeah,
you know?
and they kind of look like here. Let me bring it back. They kind of look like a gemstone. You know, like some lady would wear those as earrings. You know, and yeah, when you look at the parts attached, those little edge and those eyes, man, those are some freaky
Yeah,
eyes. That's
right? They're
that's
very
little.
big comparatively to the body, and it's
Yeah.
not very nice.
Like imagine what
These
you
guys,
could see if you're like proportionally your eyes were that big.
oh, I feel like those eyes are kind of like a fly eye, you know how they like dissect into like
Yeah,
I don't know,
they
there's like
do
a
all the
whole
yeah,
bunch of
and you
circles.
look
Yeah,
like
yeah, and a whole bunch of weird looking eyes. But
how.
these guys are found on edges of ponds, lakes, creeks, and streams. Anywhere that aquatic vegetation is found, because they
Hmm.
need to lay their eggs close to them. So they're usually found close to shore, not nothing deep. They're never deep.
Hmm.
Only about a foot deep is where they're going to be. But yeah, very ugly looking bugs, honestly.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
pretty.
No, they're not pretty at all. Like, and those I think it's the legs. 'Cause when you have all these
Yeah,
hairs, like all these anytime you have a close up picture, you really see the hairs that are and they're so minute that I mean they're keeping water out. or
Yeah.
creating water or air bubbles.
Yep.
They're just disgusting, and it's like this hair, but it's not hair. You know,
Exactly.
that I think
Right.
that's where bugs get disgusting. When you look at a fly and you see the like, hair on its back,
Yeah, the hairs on its. Oh, it's so
oh, it's
gross. And like, I
disgusting.
picture a bug being too small for that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
beetle itself too. It should be a hard shell. It
yeah,
shouldn't have hairs on it, but no, it got hairs sticking off its ass. It got hairs sticking off its legs. It's like, how'd
yeah,
you get that?
yeah.
What evolutionary trait did you come from?
It's just everything disgusting about every species of animal
Yeah.
makes its way into bugs and just combines.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's just
it's so
gross.
gross.
It's so
It's
gross.
absolutely so gross. I'm not even gonna lie. The most disgusting beetle though that I've researched so far is the marsh beetle, and
Marsh
that
beetle.
reminds. I think you're gonna remind it of yourself. It looks like a bed bug.
Yeah,
That's
that
there it is.
thing, man, it's taking me
Disgusting.
back, man. And one day we'll tell the bed bug story. One day.
Because you never want to see a bed bug.
Yeah, you never want. Like, it's just these things. And this it's the hair. It's
Yeah, it's
disgusting.
the hair that freaks me out. Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
hair.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Man, it's
And they don't
eh,
get much bigger than what you see in that picture. It's
mhm,
1.5 to 12 millimeters long.
mhm.
So they're a small creature.
Imagine just getting tickled by those little antennae
Oh,
or antennas,
oh,
like it's just like
oh,
disgusting.
that's so gross.
Disgusting. And it
Oh,
like there's people that would say that this is cute, and those people greatly disturb me. You know?
yeah, honestly,
Like
like, I don't. Where do you find cuteness in that?
like the
Like
big eye.
that is so gross.
I mean it kind of looks like an anime bug with the big eyes.
I feel like his eyes are gonna be bigger than his brain. Like there's no way they're
Yeah.
bigger than those eyes. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like when you have a 120 hertz monitor, right? And
Yep.
then but you're running off a potato, so you can only get 15 frames per second or something. Like so your eyes are really
Yeah.
great, but then it's
Yeah.
throttled by how much your brain can process. So all you see is really like an image that's like needs more RAM.
Oh man, this to me was probably the
Yeah.
worst part of research.
Yeah.
And the grossest part is that there's 1,400 different species of just that one bug alone.
Yeah.
There's different types. They come in different sizes, different shapes, different colors, and it's just
Yeah.
it's absolutely
Yeah,
gross.
and I think the color it's an off red, right? So it's a bright in spots, it's dark in spots. Let's pull that back up. Like it's just
It's
the
not pretty.
color is just a disturbing color, you
Yeah,
know?
you said it best when you said like whoever finds that cute disturbs me. You know,
Yeah.
that's just weird. Like that is not a cute looking bug.
Yeah.
Nothing cute.
No,
Guys,
yeah.
they're found in small bodies of water, muddy ponds, and then
Mm.
forested areas. And that's
So
probably the most interesting fact that I've
yeah,
learned about these. They
like
found larvae. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, sorry, continue I wasn't saying anything
Oh,
important.
they said larvae 10 meters below the ground surface. So the little babies can dig. And
Yeah.
I don't know why they dug. They didn't explain why they dug, but they dug 10 meters down and they found that.
Wow.
So it's absolutely disgusting to me. Just
Yeah.
ugh.
And to live in mud,
Yeah,
it's
exactly. You got to already be pretty disgusting.
yeah, you're a swamp creature, It's just
Exactly.
nasty. It's
The
nasty.
larva, I can't pronounce this. The microphagages. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. But what they
Yeah.
do is on decaying plant matter and decaying animal. So they eat the particles of all that. So when it swims by, they'll
Yeah.
muck on the little particles.
So these guys are so disgusting. They see a freshly dead fish. And they're like, nah, no,
Oh.
that's disgusting. I'm not gonna eat that. I'll wait a couple days.
Wait
It's
till all the
not.
particles come off of it.
Yeah, it's not like as a last resort that if they need to, they'll eat decaying stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's a matter of principle and a matter of choice.
Exactly. They want to have that stuff decaying.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what? That's shit. Nah, none of that. Right
yeah.
off. Nuh-uh. Give me a week or so where like all the particles are flying off. It's
They're at the
plastic.
restaurant, and they're like, this fish is only a week old. Like, I'm sending it back.
I'll come back in a month. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. And then the Yelp review.
Fish out,
Oh,
you
this
know?
place is the best. Like, nothing is
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, wherever these guys eat, you don't want to eat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just yeah.
Nothing fresh.
If you show up at a restaurant and this guy is sitting at the table, turn around.
That photo, man. That photo is so gross. It reminds me of a bed bug. Those eyes
Yeah.
are way too big. Just why you got hair on its back? Like the antenna is 98% of the body. It's just like, why? Like, well, who made this creature? You know?
Yeah, dude, it's
Just,
yeah.
ugh.
That's a freak of evolution. That is that that is, you know, like God is chilling one day. He's flying over the earth. And he just like
Yeah.
looks down at a thing of mud and just sees those guys. I forgot about those guys. That was a wild weekend of creation.
Yeah. So we're really drunk over the weekend. He's like, oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah. He's like, whoa. You know.
Oh,
Man.
So the scientific name of these, and I'm gonna butcher it again because I can't pronounce anything. Is
Yeah.
Scarlet D, and the super family is the Diso. Man, I'm gonna butcher all these. Disolicidae. I tried my best, but yeah. So these guys
Sounds
are
right to me.
scientific.
Yeah. Dude, imagine, speaking of like the fact that we have scientific names for these bugs. I mean, imagine your whole, like, you're an academic and people are like, oh, like, what do you study? And then you just, this guy. I've written
Why?
yeah, I've written 17 papers. I've spent a month living in the mud with them to learn their way of life and culture.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's just why?
Yeah, why?
Like who dug 10 meters to find larvae?
Yeah.
You know, fun
Yeah,
fact,
how do
like,
you
in the right mind is like, I'm just gonna dig, and then I find a larva 10 meters down.
and you are able to make note of it, you know? You're like,
Yeah.
that's what we were looking for. Like we got
Yeah, that's
man,
what we
like
want.
Science Today is gonna love this article, man.
We're going big.
Yeah. That grant money, ooh, I can smell it from here. You know? It's just
Oh, that is that's actually one of the. I don't like that bug. That's probably my least favorite bug so far.
yeah.
No doubt, because it reminds me of a bed bug and just not a pretty bug. It's
Yeah.
honestly just not a pretty bug.
Yeah, these man, this is just nasty.
And then the last one that I've researched, it was the rifle beetle.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
I got a little bit of info together on that.
Yeah.
That's it. That is absolutely
That-
disgusting.
That
From what I
thing
found, they go from 1 to 8 millimeters long. So they're again not a very big,
mhm.
not a very big bug, but one of those bugs where it's like small enough to piss me off, not big enough for me to be scared.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and they got, you could see on the back they have all these little rivets in them. You know, it's like it looks like a stone that's been just kind of chiseled at. Like the precision on that is actually pretty amazing. And I'm pretty sure these ones, like, they have, like, their skin, I think, like a lot of water beetles, is very slippery. Like it's elastic kind of. So when it's with the water, it's water repellent. I think those rivets help kind of, I don't know, something with the water. It didn't make sense to me, but when you grab onto them, not that you'd want to grab onto them, they're slippery.
No.
They're very slippery little buggers. So like, cause
Yeah.
it's like hard and waxy. So they just like when a
Uh,
predator grabs on, they just slip out. You know,
that's just absolutely
it's
disgusting. I can't
disgusting.
think of it. That's absolutely disgusting. So these guys, I found that there's 100 different species found within North America. So there's 27 different genera found
Hmm.
here. They're also larvae, fully aquatic. So they do
Hmm.
not come out of the water until they're adults. They can stay out of the water, and some species are known to only be within the water.
Hmm.
Some can come out of the water as adults, but mostly just stay in the water.
Wow. So
So to
it's
me,
like a rite of passage. You know.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like when you hit puberty, you can finally do something. Like you hit 18,
Yeah.
you can vote. You
Yeah.
finally get an adult, you can come out of the water.
Yeah. And then they
Mhm.
find like, yeah, like outside the water, there's just like a strip club and a liquor store, and like it's just all they keep all the adult stuff out in the water,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and then
So little kids
see
can go to
you see a larva that has a trench coat on, and it has all its little buddies. And it's like one of them is the arms, one of them is the other
yeah,
arm, and
yeah,
then the legs. They're coming out, and then there's just a like a guy. She's like, "Can I see your ID?" And like, and they're checking their pockets. They're like, "Oh shit, man! Like, you know, I forgot my, forgot my, you know, but I'm pretty big, right? You know, like, just scratching the beard, and he's like, "You're good to go." And the boys in the trench coat, yeah, let's go.
yeah. Stumbling as they try to
Yeah,
walk by the
stumbling around. Uh,
Another interesting fact about these guys, and these are the only, I'm sure there's other beetles, but these are the only beetles within my research that I found that they lay up to one egg, one to a couple of eggs. So
mm,
they don't produce massive, you know what I mean? They're not no diving beetle that just produce.
yeah.
No, these guys produce one egg, and they're usually centered at the bottom underneath a rock or underneath something that the current won't take them.
Hmm.
So, yeah, to me that was pretty fast. Thank
Yeah,
goodness, because
yeah,
screw beetles,
yeah. That's
screw beetles.
these ones like are friends, you know. And if I was gonna be any like this one's not bad because imagine your parents they have like 1,000 kids or they have like
Yeah,
100 kids at a time and they're having kids once a month. You know,
exactly.
you're gonna be neglected. You know, so
No
the
parental
rife,
love.
yeah, the rife beetle, like that's a good, stable, loving household you're coming out of. If you're what is it, a riffle beetle?
Yeah, riffle, Riffle. Riffle.
Yeah, riffle, rifle.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, it's like a
You
riffle ball. It's like a wiffle ball. Like look at those little
yeah,
holes.
exactly. Great analogy. That's a great
Yeah,
analogy.
yeah. So that's
Honestly, let me butcher the scientific name because I'm going to
yeah.
try my best. It's
Okay.
LMD. LMD is the scientific name for the riffle beetle.
Hmm.
So, I think I did pretty good there.
Yeah. No.
Elidae. LMD. I think that's right.
No,
That's
you're
not too
getting
bad.
better. You're getting better. We're gonna
Yeah, it's all been
by the end of
true.
this, at the end of this, we're gonna be PhD level of talking about bugs. Like we're gonna get so like we're gonna be crazy. We're gonna be bug researchers. Like we're
Just
gonna unlock the
absolutely.
ability to talk to bugs.
That's it. Go to the river and just have the beetles come up towards us.
Yeah,
How's it
just
going, boy?
yeah, yeah. We're gonna. Oh, this is gonna be
Oh, man.
crazy. Aquaman, Aquaman for beetles. Yeah, man. These guys.
That'd be a terrible power. Terrible
Yeah,
power.
terrible power. Though imagine like some supervillain, you're just chilling there and they got electricity powers or something. They're throwing firebolts at you, and then all of a sudden, every single bug on Earth, you do like a cricket, 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 and all these bugs just come out of nowhere, and it's just and it's just a wall of bugs, and it's like getting hit in the face with like a giant bullet, you know,
Oh,
because it's all these
that would be
bugs.
disgusting. That'd be absolutely disgusting. And especially with beetles too, with their hard shells, that would hurt.
Yeah.
No way that'd be feeling good. No way that'd be feeling good.
Yeah, these are crazy. What are they? They're animals,
Absolutely.
right? Or are they
Yeah.
separate?
Oh, no, they're animals.
They're
They're
animals,
animals.
yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
our bugs animals. We just spent an hour talking about bugs on our bug podcast, and we're just getting to the question: are bugs animals?
Yeah, they're an animal.
They're animals. Okay, that's
Bugs classified as insects are animals.
yeah. Okay.
Arthropods.
The
Oh no, well, they're actually from the order of the Cleopatra. Oh, Colopatra. Colopatra is what they're from. Their genus of family.
what you keep using that word genus? What is that?
So okay, so like you get like so it splits off. So like you think of like a beetle. So right now there's 350,000 different types of species of beetle, and then you go into different genuses of them. So like
Yeah.
we're in the water genus. So within that one, there's a whole bunch. I don't know the exact number, how many different species of water beetles there are, but there's a whole bunch of those, and then you can split that off. And genus is just kind of like it allows them to define it easier, to group easier.
Oh, okay. Okay, 'cause there's a lot
Yeah.
of different categories. It's crazy when you
Yes.
get into it. And I guess you have to. I mean, we're talking about like 2,000 species of water beetle. Then every species we've talked about, there's like 100 different subcategories of these guys. It's crazy the
Exactly.
paths of just bugs, how nuts it is. You know, you get any other animal, and you have like rodents, which is a big species, but we don't talk about rodents as a whole, you know? Like whereas
Yeah.
this water beetle is just like huge, you know? It's
Yeah.
crazy
Honestly,
how the bugs are
I just
there's just so many of
sorry.
them.
Yeah, honestly, and the worst part is to me because I dislike bugs. To be real with you, there's some bugs I love, some bugs I dislike. Most bugs I dislike because the bugs are gross.
Yeah.
But what's crazy to me is that they continue to find them, and just continually
Yeah.
find different species of them. Like you got to think, like that small marsh beetle.
Yeah.
There's probably hundreds of different species, hundreds of different ways they can look, and it's just ew,
Yeah.
you know?
And if you got to dig down 10 meters, you know, into the dirt, and luckily find this guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine what's hiding 20 meters down. You know?
Exactly.
It's just it's crazy. Like we're just scratching the surface of bugs that we can discover. I think a good topic for another week would just be find a bug that's been recently discovered. You know?
Yeah, that'd be
And
sick.
just
And
be
find like how it came about,
yeah.
genus, evolution, and blah 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 and all that. That'd be sick.
But
Honestly,
yeah.
yeah.
But
That
yeah,
was great.
so those are water beetles, everybody. Be
And there's much
careful.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're swimming in the water and you think, oh, like there's leeches and there's like big fish that like nasty stuff in the lake, you know, now it's we did not alleviate those fears, we made them worse. You know, it's by the end of this podcast's life, if we leave our houses based on
Yeah,
what we've
exactly.
learned.
No, we want to be introverts. We
Yeah,
want to be introverts no matter what.
yeah, you think COVID's bad? Think about all these bugs. That's the real reason to stay in your house.
Exactly. You can't be you can't be too comfortable in your own skin. There's these bugs out here just chilling. They see you before you see them. Like the larva picture with the pincers.
Yeah, dude.
Man, I bet you that would hurt if it hit.
Yeah,
You know?
dude, it's. But anyways, it's
Ugh.
been fun. We'll see you guys next week, and be sure to check out this podcast was presented by 11th Island. That's 11th island.com.
Yep.
Link in bio. It's the cultural capital of the internet. Check it out. We got blogs, podcasts, a lot of new stuff coming out. If you like sports, we got Big Game Talk. So, and Mike's gonna be right. If you like Mike, he's gonna be writing blogs soon. Isn't that right?
That's it. I'm gonna get back on the grind. School finished up. Gotta do some research about insects. We're getting on that blog grind. So
yeah, so
come check us out.
Yeah, come check it out. Cool things are happening coming into 2021. So
yeah,
that's all we have for this week. Mike, any last words?
Just it was great. I hope everyone tunes in for next week, and make sure you check out the 11thisland.com. You know, make sure you keep up to date with everything that we post. And have a great day, everyone.
Yeah.